Hey, good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Collin Rogers here. Hopefully everyone had a great Thanksgiving and a great Black Friday. So many of us now just do our shopping online. That's what I was mainly doing today. It's a lot easier just sitting in your nice, warm, comfy home and getting some shopping done that way, right? It's chilly out there today. And we're going to be cold throughout the next 7 days, no doubt about that, especially as we cruise into December. But first, we have some snow on the way. System snow on the way for the weekend, and that snow could be heavy at times, especially Saturday evening, Saturday night, and early Sunday at times. But hey, in case you missed it, the tree lighting ceremony happened downtown Kalamazoo this evening in Bronson Park, and look at that festive scene, all the lights lighting up Bronson Park. It's always a great time of year driving downtown Kalamazoo when you see all the lights there in Bronson Park, and also that snow kind of creating that festive scene as well, adding to the festive scene. And we're going to see quite a bit more snow on the way this weekend, and even some minor snow as we cruise into the work week, just some minor events here and there as we cruise into next week. I'll get into all that in just a minute here, but just wanted to show you that look over Bronson Park because it's very nice to look at. You know, I could stare at that all day long. But hey, let's go ahead and cruise into the forecast, shall we? Weather alert day for Saturday and Sunday now. So this is Sunday has been added. At first, we were just going with Saturday, but you know, it looks like those impacts will linger longer into Sunday. We may get rid of that weather alert day, if you will, by Sunday evening shows. But we're going to see how long that's the impacts last, I should say. You know, because we'll see some lake effect snow showers through Sunday evening. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. A lot of times with lake effect, you know, things can evolve pretty quickly. So we have it for Sunday. We may take it down early on Sunday evening, but either way, impacts expected late Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and into our Sunday morning as well. I think that's when we'll see the worst impacts from this winter storm. Nicole saying, how much snow do you think Battle Creek will get this weekend? Is a foot true? Nicole, I'll have a snow map for you coming up here a little later in the Facebook Live. And then everyone in every town, every city can see just how much snow I'm predicting for them. Gwen, good evening to you. Chris, checking in from Coopersville. Hope you're doing well, Chris. All right now, all is quiet, just dealing with some cloudy skies. Santa, happy that he has some snow there in Four Corners Park. And he's going to be getting quite a bit more snow. Temperatures right now are in the 20s. And I will say, you know, we had some melting going on today as those temperatures climbed up to right around freezing. So we are getting some reports of some icy roads out there, a few crashes as well. So just take it easy out on those roads. What appears to be wet is actually probably ice. That's what's known as black ice. So I was walking through the parking lot more like an ice skating rink, especially on those side roads, you know, where we had some melting going on, could be a little icy out there. So just keep that in mind tonight. You know, no major issues by any means, but maybe a few little icy patches out there. So just want everyone getting around safely tonight. Amy, hello, Colin. I know it's early, but do you think the system will close schools on Monday? Probably not, Amy. I think that conditions will really improve by then. We're just looking at maybe a few flurries on Monday, but the worst of the impacts will be Saturday night, Saturday evening, Saturday night, and into Sunday morning. Carla, checking in from West Portage. Hope all is well there, Carla. Chris, glad to hear I'm doing well. Doing well myself. Thanks for asking. Pam, good evening to you. I hope you're having a good evening. Please stay safe out there. Hey, you too, Pam. Jeanette, hello to you, checking in from Coldwater. Thank you for keeping us up to date on the black ice. Of course, Jeanette, that's my goal, keeping you guys safe. All right, so all is quiet here in West Michigan, but notice some snow falling over portions of Minnesota and Iowa. This is the system that's going to move into our region starting late tomorrow morning, and then the snow really gets steady Saturday afternoon, and then it could be heavy at times, Saturday evening, Saturday night especially, and into early Sunday. And then as that system snow pulls away, we'll start to see some lake effect snow on the backside, and that's going to be Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, and we'll see how long it lasts. Right now, it looks like by Sunday evening, we'll start to see that lake effect snow tapering off, but sometimes it just persists a little longer than you want it to. So we'll keep an eye on Sunday night as well, but I don't think we're going to see any major extra additional accumulation from that lake effect on Sunday night. Janet, hello to you, checking in from Marshall. Karen, good evening to you from the east side of Kalamazoo. All right. Good evening. Oh my good. Okay, these comments, sometimes it shifts on me really quickly. So I was reading Karen's comment. Good evening to you, east side of Kalamazoo. Lily, good evening to you as well. Jesse, good evening from the Berg. U Avenue is slippery. All right, thanks for that report, Jesse. Be safe out there. Daniel, hey to you. Debbie, all right, I'm going to get into for the snowfall totals for everyone here in just a minute. Just give me a minute, Debbie and Daniel. Daniel, checking in from Hastings, by the way. Courtney, good evening to you, checking in from the Cereal City. All right, winter storm warning for everyone. All right, what we had during the last event was some lake effect. So some areas got hit pretty hard. I'll show some pictures actually from Hickory Corners. I just posted it on my Facebook and Twitter pages, but some impressive amounts there. But most of us didn't see those big totals. This is different though. This weekend is system snow. So what we had was lake effect snow. And of course, you know, with most lake effect events, you get those isolated higher totals. This is going to be a widespread accumulating system snow. So a very different setup. Winter storm warnings for all of West Michigan, that going from Saturday morning through midday Sunday. 6 to 12 inches of snow expected area wide. And of course, that'll lead to some hazardous travel, some snow-covered slick roads. I think the worst impacts from this will be on Saturday evening, Saturday night, and early Sunday morning. So let's time things out hour by hour. Let's go ahead and look at our hour by hour here. So we're dry tonight. Tomorrow morning, you're hitting the road early, getting out of town, no problems unless you're heading southwest. If you're going north, if you're going due south, if you're going east, if you're around West Michigan, you are good to go early tomorrow morning, just dealing with some cloudy skies. Bundle up, heated seats on, temperatures dropping down into the upper teens and low 20s tonight. All right. So late morning, around lunchtime, we'll start to see some snow moving in from southwest to northeast. And look what happened Saturday afternoon. Widespread snow expected. Okay, I don't think it'll really pick up in intensity until Saturday evening and Saturday night. That's when we could see some of these heavier bands of snow developing that can drop quite a bit of snow in a short amount of time. So this low, the center of this system, is actually moving right over us, which typically would bring warm enough air to change us to some rain, but we're locked into the cold. So I'm not expecting any of that. We don't have to deal with that in the forecast, thank goodness. But we get that heavier precipitation right around the center of the low. Think of a hurricane, right? Around the eye wall, you get that really heavy rain. That's kind of what we're going to be seeing with this system, is that heavier bands of snow right around the center, and that's expected to pass right over southwest Michigan on Saturday night. So that's when we can see some more intense rates of some snow. Late Saturday night, early Sunday. System snow starting to pull away on Sunday morning, but notice now the winds are flipping out of the northwest. And if you've been in West Michigan, even just one winter, you know what that means. The northwesterly winds and cold air in place. Yeah, we're going to see some lake effect snow showers Sunday late morning, Sunday afternoon, and then it should start to calm down by Sunday evening and Sunday night. So that is your timing of this system. Let's go ahead and show you how much snow we're expecting. A lot of people asking about that. So here's your snowfall forecast. I'll let you look that over for a second. I'm going to answer some of these comments as well. All right. Debbie, here's your answer for the Westwood area. All right, Courtney, good evening to you. Checking in from Battle Creek. Amber, driving from Kalamazoo to Detroit Airport tomorrow morning. Leave by 8 a.m. Should you be okay? Yeah, I think you'll be totally fine, Amber. Maybe just a few light snow showers falling, but I think those roads will be fine for you. Just be careful of some black ice out there, earlier in the morning. But once you get on the highway, you should be A-okay, Amber. Hopefully your flight is, early afternoon. Get out of here before the snow, right? All right, Aaron, hello from South Haven. Not ready for all the snow. All right, some people don't like it. Some people love it. Aaron, not a fan. Courtney, you be safe as well. Linda, good evening to you. Checking in from Montville. All right, Dana, hello to you from Latson, South Carolina. A bit warmer down there, I bet, Dana. Thanks for checking in. Rebecca, hello from Oshtemo. Happy Friday to you, Andy. Good evening from Portage, says Sean. Burr Oak in the house. Hey, Tina. Tara, not ready for a bunch of snow. Tara's not a snow fan either. Pugs are us. Good evening to you. You be safe as well. Justin, is it hitting Allegan? There's your answer. There's your answer. Find your city on the map and look at the color code. That'll show you how much snow. Jesse, be careful. Slippery in some spots. Got to be careful of that black ice, right? Eileen, good evening to you. Janet, Hello to you, the calm before the storm. Yeah, that's right, Janet. Definitely. Judy, thank God I moved south and got out of Michigan. All right. Judy's not a fan of the winter weather either. Terry, good evening to you. Kimberly, the system is hitting the whole state. Yeah, pretty much. At least lower Michigan, all getting in on the action. The worst of it, though, will be in southwest Michigan, right over our region. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. Jesse, yeah, be careful for first responders. Good reminder, Jesse. My mom's chiming in saying that Ellie's flight, my sister's flight, got changed to Monday. She was supposed to fly into Iowa on Saturday. They're supposed to get 8 to 12 inches too. So probably the safe bet there. And I'm glad you're happy, Mom, that Ellie's going to be home for a few more days, getting some more family time after the holiday, right? Courtney, checking in from Battle Creek. Tina, how's the Michigan game looking? Go Blue. All right. Remind me again, hold on. I'm so embarrassed to even ask this. What time is that game? Is it the big noon game? I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, tomorrow at noon. You should be good. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's Friday. I'm not used to working Friday. Sorry about that. My head's all over the place. Yeah, tomorrow at noon. Should be dry at first, and then maybe you start to see some snow showers developing later in the game. I don't think we're going to see a ton of accumulation, probably not those heavier rates of snow in Ann Arbor. But as you're heading to the game, should be dry for you. As you're coming home, if you're coming back west, could be a different story on Saturday evening. I think that's when conditions will really start to get worse is Saturday evening. So please, please, please be careful if you will be traveling. But the worst of it should be Saturday night and early Sunday morning. All right, where was I? I got distracted, Googling and forgetting what day of the week it is. All right, Jerry, Chill, you bet in Arbor. Thanks for that report. Tess, hello to you. Alex, double it and give it to the next person. I wish we could, Alex, Well, actually, I kind of like the snow, but I'm sure a lot of people in West Michigan are saying the same thing, right? When is the snow starting, Charity? That's going to happen late tomorrow morning. But the steady snow doesn't arrive until tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully that answers your question. It'll move in from southwest to northeast. Jim, hello to you. Many snow are getting tomorrow morning in Battle Creek. Or how much snow, I think you're asking. Tomorrow morning, we're good. It's late in the morning that we'll start to see some snow showers developing, but that snow won't become steady until tomorrow afternoon, Jim. That's for all of West Michigan. Monday's not looking bad. Maybe just a few flakes out there. Actually, I'm tracking another little disturbance Monday evening, Monday night. Could see an additional inch or so, but not looking at bad conditions for Monday. I think those roads should hopefully be cleared up on Sunday. Maybe some tricky travel closer to the lake where we get those lake effect snow bands, but I don't think Monday will be bad. Angela, hello to you from Battle Creek. Philip, hopefully MDOT and county roads will be out. I'm sure they will. They're staying busy, right? Ron, hello to you from Three Rivers. May Leith, sounds like Sunday driving will be terrible too after all that snow. Yeah, especially Sunday morning. And if you're going to be in the snow belt west of US 131, and portions of Van Buren or Western Kalamazoo or Berrien County, yeah, we could be dealing with those lake effect snow bands impacting us Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening as well. All right, Donna, trying to stay inside and continue to pray for safety and electricity. Luckily, the winds won't be bad with this system. So, the snow will be heavy. It will be wet, but I don't anticipate many power outages at all. Hopefully none. That would be great. But Donna, you stay warm, all right? Jennifer, hello to you from Coloma. Trying to get back to Coloma from Thanksgiving in Ohio tomorrow. Yeah, Saturday morning should be okay, Jennifer. But a different story come the afternoon and especially the evening and overnight hours over Saturday. Tracy, hello from Otsego. Came from Paw Paw, ran into some slush, some black ice. And of course, watch out for those deer. Oh yeah, good reminders, Tracy. Yeah, a few patches of black ice out there with the melting going on, and now we're dealing with a little bit of black ice. Danny, hello to you from Vicksburg. The system snow will be ending Sunday morning, Danny, but then we'll see some lake effect snow Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. Right now, I think it'll wind down Sunday night, but we'll keep you updated. Sometimes lake effect snow just lingers around a little longer than expected. When is it supposed to start? No rain, Sonia, just snow. And it's supposed to start late tomorrow morning, but becoming steady tomorrow afternoon. All right, so hopefully you've had some time to look over this map. The pink shading, well, I'll start with the dark blue. Widespread, 6 to 10 inches for all of West Michigan. I did include this pink shading, though, and that's because the low will be moving right over West Michigan, or right over Southwest Michigan, I should say. And we could get some pretty intense rates of snow on Saturday night, early Sunday, in that pink shading. And then we're going to be more impacted by the lake effect anywhere in pink on Sunday afternoon as well, which, by the way, look at the timing, Saturday morning through Sunday afternoon is this snowfall map. So that's why I have some higher amounts there in the pink. That's all due to, you know, that low moving right over that area, and then also the additional lake effect on Sunday afternoon. And we could see a little bit more Sunday evening, Sunday night. But let's focus on the system snow first. So here's your snowfall forecast, Sunday morning through Sunday afternoon. Expecting a widespread 6 to 10 inches of snow, some higher amounts there in the pink shading. Let's go ahead and talk about your travel, because in terms of Saturday, if you're traveling Saturday morning, so a lot of people have had this question, you're good to go. You know, we could see some snow showers starting up late Saturday morning, but those roads should be fine. Now, once we hit lunchtime and into the late afternoon hours, we could start to see some snow accumulating on the roads, but I don't anticipate it being too bad. Just take it slow on the ice and snow, right? Now, Saturday, late evening, Saturday night, that's when that snow will start picking up. And then I think those roads will get much worse during the overnight hours on Saturday and into early Sunday as well. We could get some heavier rates of snow. Of course, the sun's down, the temperatures will be below freezing. So, you know, Saturday night and early Sunday, I think that's going to be the worst impacts on the roads from this storm. And then the exception, Sunday afternoon, we could see those lake effect snow bands bringing down the visibility and creating some more treacherous travel if you're in the snow belt. So that's like I-94 west of 131 in Van Buren, Berrien County. And even 131 could get in on some of the lake effect snow action in and around the Kalamazoo area, Plainwell, those typical spots that we see during the lake effect snow. All right, Craig's ready for the storm. Dee, good to see you as well. Tara, remember to give the plows enough room. Good advice there, Tara. Good reminder, I should say. Jerry saying, bring on the snow. Jesse, praying for all the first responders. Yeah, definitely. We want them to be safe out there. We want everyone to be safe around them. Kathy, hello to you from Sturgis. Joseph, 12 inches too much. Well, not most people are not going to see 12 inches. I can tell you that, Joseph. If we do see 12 inches, it would be some isolated areas. So that's some good news for you if you're not wanting a foot. Dee, I was ready for the last time, but we in Kalamazoo are used to that. Yeah, you know, lake effect snow, a lot harder to predict who will get hit. That's for sure. In fact, let me go to our Chime In page, because I told you at the beginning I would show you some pictures of the Hickory Corners area, because they got quite a bit of snow from the lake effect over the past few days. In Kalamazoo here at the station, we got about 3 inches. I think we got a little over about 3.5 inches from the lake effect. But, you know, Hickory Corners not that far away, and they got what looks to be anywhere from like 8, 9, 10 inches, maybe even higher amounts there. So let's go ahead and load some pictures here. And, oh, it's not showing up online. Dang it. All right. Well, I lied to you. Sometimes we get pictures on our end and they don't show up on the public version. I don't know why, but let's see if I can get to that in a minute. Okay, here we go. I'm not able to get into that right now. All right, different computer. Sorry, guys. So yeah, the worst impacts are going to be Saturday night and into early Sunday. Alex, you're very welcome. Amy, turn those headlights on. Good reminder. Very good reminder. Eric asking about any warm-ups in the long range. Not seeing it, Eric. At least over the course of the next 7 days, it's going to stay cold. Highs in the 20s, maybe the low 30s, and lows dropping down to the teens. Maybe we dip down into the single digits. It's looking mighty cold as we cruise into next week, which, by the way, Monday, the first day of December. So I guess December's here, and Mother Nature's like, oh yeah, I'll make sure you're aware that I'll make sure that you're aware it's December. I think that's what she's getting at. All right, so tonight we'll see maybe a few flurries. Should be mainly dry with cloudy skies, temperatures dropping down into the upper teens and low 20s. Here is your 7-day forecast. So we have issued a weather alert day for Saturday, and we added Sunday as well, especially Sunday morning. I think that we could be dealing with some pretty bad impacts from this system, from that snow. So that's why we extended it into Sunday as well. Models indicating that it may start a little later. This is just getting pushed back a little bit, so it could linger a little longer into Sunday. So that's why we now have both days. But it's kind of hard. We have to issue a weather alert day, but really if we could issue like weather alert hours, it would be Saturday afternoon through Sunday morning. That's your time frame that I'm most concerned about for those roads being treacherous out there, with 6 to 12 inches of snow widespread across the region. And then you'll notice lots of snowflakes on the 7-day, right? But notice the percentage. Look at that number, 30% Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So not everyone's going to get it. It's going to be pretty light. But I will say the chance rises Monday night. I think we'll see a little better chance for some snow showers. So maybe an additional inch. Maybe some locally higher amounts as a little shortwave passes through. And then maybe some lingering flurries into Tuesday morning. And then I'm tracking another weak disturbance Wednesday night. So Wednesday evening, Wednesday night could see some flakes flying, maybe looking at like another inch. But we can handle an inch, right? No problems there. But it's got to show up on the 7-day, right? If it's going to snow. And then also Friday, maybe we see a few more flakes. But that's so far away. And we have a lot more to tackle before we get there, right? All right, so I am going to pull up the Climate Prediction Center's website, and we can go ahead and look at the 6 to 10-day outlook, because if you're wanting to look even further than this week, I can show you that. So let me go ahead and share my screen. This is like 15-step process here. All right, got to hit allow 10 times. Got to make sure we're showing the right thing. All right, so here's your 6 to 10-day temperature outlook. Good chance at below average temperatures. All right, that's for December 4th through December 8th. So let me pull my calendar up here before I misinform you, but that's next Thursday through the following Monday. All right, so this goes a little past the 7-day forecast, looking at a good chance that we're still below average. Let's look 8 to 14 days. This is December 6th through December 12th. So this is next weekend and 2 weekends from now. And as we cruise into the whole following next week, pretty good chance we have below average temperatures. All right, let's look at 3 to 4 weeks out. The chance that we have below average temperatures. The chance that we see below average temperatures is greater than we see above average temperatures. I'll put it that way for the 3 to 4 week outlook. So anyone asking, where's the warm up? And don't expect it anytime soon. Looks like December will be a cold month. All right, Michael. Warm here in the Great Smoky Mountains. Way to rub it in, Michael. Glad for you, though. Glad for you. Steve, hello to you. Checking in from Martin. Hopefully snow won't be serious enough. Our milkman who hauls milk down to Constantine. All right. Well, I hope that he stays safe, right? I hope that everyone stays safe. We want everyone to be safe if you do have to travel, especially Saturday evening, Saturday night, and early Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this and then bring back that 7-day a little larger. Let me go, if you're just now jumping in, I'll go back to our snow map because I know that's the big question that everyone has, right? How much snow am I going to get? Here you go. Find your city on the map, match it to the color there. Pretty clear and cut forecast, most of us 6 to 10, and then maybe some locally higher amounts there in the pink shading. All right, Karen, hello to you. Checking in from South Haven. My Thanksgiving was pretty good, Karen. Thanks for checking in. Hope yours was too. Christine from Colin, the Magic Capital. I had a fun time down there. I did a story about how it's the Magic Capital and was talking about, the big magic get together they do down there. It was a good time, Christine. Hope all is well down there. Tyler asking, do you think school will be canceled on Monday? Probably not. Probably not, Tyler, but I'm not the superintendent. I don't make those calls. My superintendent was actually on Twitter when I was in high school, and we were able to message her on Twitter, and she'd actually get back to us, was always kind of like a fun game. But no, I do not think so as of now, Tyler. But that's not to say that could change. But I'm leaning with no right now. Let's see. Sean, will churches cancel on Sunday? I think that we will see a lot of church cancellations on Sunday morning, Sean. But the beauty about everything being virtual, or the option for virtual now, is maybe that will be an option for us on Sunday morning, right? All right. Lucy, you be safe as well. Amy asked this earlier. Oh, okay. Thank you for answering that question there. I'm so late getting to all these comments. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Have to work as the airport shuttle driver, says Heather, 3 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Saturday. I think that the first half of that shift should be fine. And then, things will just start to get a little worse by the afternoon and the evening. So Heather, you stay safe. And anyone heading to the airport as well, hopefully, get that flight out of here before the snow gets too heavy, right? Sonia, you're very welcome. Courtney, hello to you. Checking in from Marshall. And all right, Danny, here you go. Mount Pleasant is outside of our map, but they're probably looking at like 4 to 8. I haven't looked too hard outside of my area, which is right now what you're seeing on the screen. But if I had to take a stab at it, I would say probably 4 to 8 for Mount Pleasant, Danny. I know that our station Up North Live probably has a much better look at Mount Pleasant, but probably safe to say 4 to 8, 4 to 6 maybe. Jesse. All right, Tina, snowman and sledding weather. Definitely. Yeah, this will be a heavy, wet, good packing snow. Hard to shovel. So please be careful if you're going to be out there shoveling, take breaks. But if you want to build a snowman, oh yeah, snowball fight maybe. It should be easy to pack. And you should be able to rock and roll pretty quick, loading up those snowballs. Shouldn't take too long to get a good stockpile there. All right, Shane. Dog Banjo is loving all the snow. He just runs and loves to roll around in it. You have a good evening, too. You're very welcome. Glad you don't have to work till next Tuesday. Well, lucky you, Shane. I'm jealous. Nate, state football game Sunday at Ford Field. Yeah, if you're going to be heading over there, please, please, please be safe getting there. Of course, Ford Field's inside, so no worries about the snow affecting the game inside. But traveling there, traveling home, please be careful. I will say they are getting less snow over on the east side. So they're only under a winter weather advisory in the Detroit area. Brenda, good evening to you. Black Friday, that's why your computer, it's working correctly. Yeah, sometimes technology. All right, Nate, we have to drive from Portage to Detroit. Not sure when that is, Nate, but please be safe. Tina, Bangor getting ready for the big snow. April, yes, slow down. Good reminder there. Tara, yeah, I think December, probably cold and snowy. Just at an early glance here. And Brenda, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm trying to just filter through all these comments. Tina saying Pure Michigan. Timberley, will it end on Sunday? Depends on where you're at. I think the system snow will be out of here Sunday morning, but then we'll see some lake effect. So really, I think this map shows you it gives you a good indication rather of where I think we could see lake effect snow on Sunday afternoon. Hence why I have some higher totals there. So anywhere in pink, I think we could see that snow linger into Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. But everyone in the purple, or the blue, I should say, is going to see that snow kind of wrapping up. That system snow should be out of here on Sunday morning. Nicole, you're very welcome. Thanks for tuning in and trusting us. Tina, it sure is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I'm going to be showing that Bronson Park look of all the lights lit up now that they did the tree lighting ceremony. Probably way too many times during my evening newscast at 10 and 11. Which, speaking of which, I would love to get to all your comments, and I'm sorry I can't. But I do have to start getting ready for the show on Arc West Michigan at 10 and News Channel 3 at 11. Join in there. I'll have the latest details for you. I'm also on Facebook, Collin Rogers, WWMT. And on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it nowadays, that's Collin Rogers, or Collin _ WWMT rather. I'll have posted updates there. Keith will be in again tomorrow morning. We're all working some crazy schedules. Tis live TV and the holidays. So Keith will be in tomorrow morning covering for me, since I'm covering for him tonight. And then Will be in like normal Saturday evening, and then we'll be all back to normal on Sunday. So I'll got you covered Sunday morning. We'll be here Sunday afternoon. Worst impacts right before I go. I think Saturday evening, Saturday night, Sunday morning. Could see some lingering lake effect on Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening for the snow belt. Please be safe this weekend, and lots of excitement in the air. Weekend after Thanksgiving. Michigan got their game. Michigan State's got their game. So just be careful if you are traveling, please. But I think those worst impacts will be Saturday evening, Saturday night, and on Sunday morning as well. Have a great night. Stay safe out there. Have a great weekend. And I will catch you all later. Bye.